In January of 2023, a YouTuber named Kobe uploaded a video titled Exploring Abandoned School to his channel, Uncharted Expeditions. His content focuses on urban exploration, documenting abandoned locations across North America. In this particular video, Kobe and his friend Colton set out to explore an old, long-forgotten school somewhere in the United States. According to Kobe, the building had been abandoned for years and sat in a rough area, often used by squatters. As they approached the structure, they searched for a way inside before eventually finding an opening. Crawling through, they entered the building, immediately noticing the decay. Walls were crumbling, the ceilings were collapsing, and black mold had spread across large sections of the interior. As they moved deeper inside, they came across a mattress in one of the rooms, a clear sign that someone had been there recently. But despite the evidence, the building felt empty, at least at first, because just moments later, something happened.
I feel like we should have brought masks. So much black mold. I know. This is bad. Do you want to go get the masks? We can't go back now.
The moment the door moved, both explorers froze. They stood there, staring at it, trying to process what they had just seen. Given the condition of the building and the signs of someone living there, the most logical explanation was that someone else was inside. And if that were true, they weren't alone. For several long seconds, neither of them moved, because if someone was in that room opening the door, then walking in might be the worst decision they could make. Still, after a brief hesitation, they chose to check anyway.
I guess we gotta go through the creepy door. Yeah. Convenient door.
But when they entered the room, there was nothing. No person, no movement, no explanation. Every possible hiding spot was checked, and yet, whatever had moved the door was gone. At that point, the situation stopped making sense. As they backed out of the room, unsettled and confused, it happened again.
This is creepy, bro.
door slammed shut behind them. Then, just as suddenly, it opened again. At that point, whatever curiosity they had was starting to fade. But instead of leaving, they kept going, further into the building, deeper into something they didn't understand. And what waited ahead was worse.
Heck no. Colby, what the heck? No, this gotta be a joke. Dude, glass just broken right there. But that would slam shut. I'm telling you, bro, I did it. It didn't open near as far.
Now it wasn't just one door. Multiple doors were moving, opening, closing, slamming with force. And this time, they weren't standing next to it. They were watching it happen from down the hallway. There was no one near it, no visible calls, just doors moving on their own. By now, the atmosphere had completely shifted. This wasn't curiosity anymore. It was fear. Still, despite everything, they decided to approach one final time. As they moved closer, the door slammed shut again, then slowly opened, almost like it was reacting to them. They checked the room one last time. No one inside. No broken windows. No airflow strong enough to explain what they had seen. Nothing. At that point, the decision was made for them. Whatever was happening inside that building, they weren't going to stick around to understand it. They left. And to this day, there's still no clear explanation. Could it have been wind? Maybe. But with the force, the timing, and the way the door seemed to respond, it's hard to say. So the question remains, what was really moving them?
I don't like it. You think I like it? It looks like you like it. I'm intrigued. I'm not.
In January of 2026, footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel Sax Urban, documenting a solo urban exploration inside the abandoned Riviera Hotel in Weymouth, England. Before entering the property, the explorer carefully walked the perimeter, searching for a way in while also checking for signs of security presence. He openly acknowledged that the hotel, despite being abandoned for years, was still heavily monitored. According to rumors he had heard, the site was under active surveillance and guarded by trained dogs. Visibly nervous but determined to continue, he eventually found a weak point in the fencing and managed to slip underneath a raised section to access the grounds. For nearly the next 10 minutes, he cautiously moved through the abandoned structure without encountering any guards or dogs. Everything appeared to be going smoothly. Believing the worst was behind him, he decided to move toward the swimming pool area. But as he approached, the situation abruptly escalated.
Really empty. I just want to find a swimming pool. The outside swimming pool is cool enough. Hey! Whoa!
Right, Jesus, fucking move in there!
Sorry. I'm an explorer.
How the fuck did you get in?
I'm an explorer, so we're through the gate.
Oh, you haven't broke in?
No, I didn't break it.
No, you got into the building?
Yeah, I just climbed over the fence. I'm an urban
How
explorer.
did you get into this building?
The door was just open.
So you broke in? So you could hear the dogs outside?
It was open. I didn't hear the dog.
Let's wait, Nelson, come on.
Listen, I'm.
I don't give a fuck, mate.
Okay.
There's signs all over the place.
Okay.
Hey, there a minute.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm an urban explorer. I climbed over the gate and the door was open. I film it all.
So you jumped over a fence, which is breaking and entering into the property.
No, that's just civil trespassing.
Same fucking difference, dickhead. Don't fucking move.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, boys, here.
I should be. Holy shit. I just got bitten by a dog. God.
After the confrontation intensified, the explorer did everything he could to remain calm and explain why he was on the property. Despite his attempts to de-escalate the situation, the damage had already been done. The dog had bitten him, and the encounter had turned from tense to dangerous within seconds. The security guard, clearly angry about the intrusion, quickly realized how serious the situation had become after noticing the injury. Rather than allowing things to spiral further, he made the decision to halt the confrontation and called over a colleague to assist. The priority shifted from confrontation to control, ensuring the explorer was escorted off the property without further incident.
My colleague's now going to come and walk you off the side.
That's okay.
Right, for future reference, however you've
Yes, sir.
casting this or filming this, because I don't want myself on the fucking internet.
Of course, I won't put you on the...
Let people know not to fucking come here.
Okay, that's
We
fine.
have plenty of signs. We have plenty of signs around saying dogs. I don't know how many more signs I can put saying dogs. There's 6 going up the fucking road. So wherever you climbed over a fence, you had to go past the sign saying dogs are roaming free on this side.
Okay.
How the fuck did you get in here?
I
Yeah,
climbed
he
over the
walked through
gate,
here
so-
because the door was open because I was outside with the fucking dogs. So him, that way for a minute. Take him that way. Any more?
Just me, sir.
I want him away from my fucking dog. They're going to rip the pieces of him. Wait.
Do you get many people coming in? Yes. Yeah, that's fair enough.
You're so fucking lucky with the dogs.
Yeah, one of them got me, but it's okay. I understand why you have them.
Yes.
Where did you get over?
I went under the back fence. Right at the back, there's a little... It's raised a little bit.
Probably your best bet then.
I can go the same way, that's no worries.
Probably your best bet. He's got the keys, I'm not dicking around.
It's alright. Am I free to go?
Yeah.
Right on.
Sounds a bit you were lucky with the dogs. Please pass the word on because the next one might not be.
Yeah, I'll make sure no one comes down here. Thank you. Have a nice day. What the?
Fortunately, the guards chose not to involve the police or escalate the situation any further. Instead, the explorer was issued a firm warning and allowed to leave the property. Once safely away, their adrenaline began to fade, and the reality of what had happened quickly set in. His hands were visibly shaken, his jumper had been torn open, and his arm continued to throb from the dog bite. Only then did the severity of the encounter fully sink in. Later reflecting on the incident, he admitted that while the footage may appear wild or thrilling on camera, no abandoned building is worth being mauled by a dog or facing arrest. He concluded by strongly warning others against attempting to explore the Riviera Hotel, emphasizing that the fences, warning signs, and the guard dogs are there for a reason. He made it out by luck. The next person may not. If you're enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing. Most people watching still haven't subscribed, and every bit of support helps this channel continue growing. I'll keep searching for the strangest and most unsettling encounters I can find. But for now, let's get back to the darkness. In March of 2021, a YouTuber named Chuck uploaded a video titled, "We Weren't Alone in an Abandoned Hospital" to his channel, Condition Orange. His content focuses on urban exploration, documenting abandoned and forgotten locations across the United States. For this particular video, Chuck and a friend traveled to Birmingham, Alabama to explore the abandoned Caraway Medical Center. As soon as they entered the building, they were immediately struck by the sheer size of the hospital. The massive layout meant their exploration would be long and physically demanding, but it also meant that if they heard or encountered anything unusual, pinpointing its source would be nearly impossible. Despite this, the duo remained optimistic and continued documenting their surroundings. For nearly 10 minutes, they explored one section of the hospital after another, and everything appeared to be going smoothly. Eventually, they decided to leave the lower floors and make their way toward the upper levels. But as they walked down one of the hallways, they encountered something that instantly changed the tone of the exploration.
Whoa.
You wanna know something crazy? People our age, dude, our age, they were born in this hospital.
Evil eyes here. What is this?
Dude, check this out.
How do you get up, dude? Yeah?
His boots are still there.
Oh, yeah. Clothes.
Bad.
Armstrong relocation. Yeah.
What was that?
Sounded like a voice.
Sounded like somebody screaming.
Yeah. Yeah, so it might not have picked it up on camera, but we heard someone scream, "Hey." It sounded like they were saying "hey" and they were screaming it, but we think it was from like two stories down.
After hearing faint voices echoing from the lower levels of the hospital, the explorers immediately moved to the opposite direction, putting as much distance between themselves and the sound as possible. Their decision was influenced by what they had already seen inside the building. Nearly every room appeared ransacked, stripped of copper, wiring, and equipment. Clear signs that scrappers or looters had been through the hospital before. In one room, they even discovered a collection of personal belongings that appeared to belong to a homeless individual or squatter, making it increasingly clear that someone else was inside the building with them. Wanting to avoid any potential confrontation, the duo decided it would be best to leave the hospital and explore a different structure instead. However, as they began moving toward another section of the building, they encountered something else that stopped them in their tracks.
Yo, where you at? Where you at?
Why'd you leave me like that? I heard the door open right behind me. I fell running up the stairs.
I didn't open the door.
I heard the door open. I tripped right
On 5?
on the one we were just leaving.
Yeah, 5.
6 then. I was the first.
I'm gonna go back down and check it out.
Okay, right. Either right here.
Yeah, then.
So it's that one. So it's...
Hello? Is anyone there? Is anyone in there? This is locked. Why would that door be locked?
After hearing a door slam, one of the explorers initially ran away from the noise before regrouping with his friend. Together, they returned to investigate what had caused the disturbance. As they searched the hallway, one detail stood out. Among all the doors lining the corridor, only one was locked. This immediately raised questions about whether someone might be hiding behind it. For several minutes, the duo examined nearby rooms and doors, trying to understand why that particular one had been secured. But before they could make sense of it, a new sound echoed through the hospital, far louder and far more unsettling than anything they had heard before.
What's that sound? Hold on, turn the light off. Dude, it sounds like it's right here. Look for shadows. It's right there, the generator.
You see them?
No, but I just saw the generator. Hold on, yeah. It's right there, bro. First.
As the rumbling noise grew louder, the explorers cautiously moved towards its source. Inside one of the rooms, they spotted a generator running. Startled by the discovery, they quickly backed away and hid, trying to determine who was operating it and whether that person posed any immediate danger. They suspected the generator belonged to a scrapper or squatter, using the hospital as shelter. Moments later, the sound abruptly stopped, as if the individual had noticed they were no longer alone. Realizing the situation could escalate if they remained hidden, the duo decided it would be safer to make their presence known and cautiously approached the room.
I saw him. He was standing over facing the window. When I saw him, he was like right there, looking right down. Turn it off. Stay back.
What is he, bro? Who is he? Let's go. We need to make ourselves known. Is anyone there? Hello? 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 How's it going?
Alright. We're going.
Did you yell earlier?
Oh.
I swear we heard somebody say something to us and we were on the other building, so we ran away because we didn't know, like...
Hey, it's plenty of folks. If folks stay in here and
Yep.
folks work too. Y'all finna get out of here now.
No.
See, when you hear the generator cut off, I'm gone.
That was scary.
Dude, finding that dude was scary.
Yeah, it was.
And that dude, somebody straight up slammed the door behind me. It was it.
Yep.
Fortunately, the individual they encountered was neither aggressive nor hostile. In fact, the interaction remained calm and respectful. The man even warned them that there were other people inside the hospital and advised them to be extremely cautious. After the brief conversation, the explorers left him alone and continued exploring the building for another 15 minutes. During this time, they heard additional faint noises, distant thuds, and discovered more signs that the hospital was being used as shelter by others. Although the tension eventually eased, the realization that multiple people were inside the building never fully left them. By the time they reached the exit, they had explored nearly every major section of the hospital and decided it was best to end the investigation. They managed to leave the hospital without incident. Later, reflecting on the experience, The explorers express gratitude for making it out safely, while acknowledging that everyone else who chooses to explore this abandoned hospital in Alabama may encounter a similar and unsettling experience. The following footage was recorded in December of 2017 by a Brazilian YouTuber named Ronaldo Garcia. That night, Ronaldo and a friend decided to explore an abandoned hospital in a dangerous part of Paranormal, Brazil. What began as a reckless thrill ride would quickly turn into something far more serious. At first, the exploration felt almost playful. The two men rode their motorcycles through the empty corridors, engines echoing off of stained walls and broken tile. They laughed, talked, and pushed deeper into the structure, treating the crumbling hospital like a maze built just for them. But the deeper they went, the tighter the building became. The corridors narrowed, turns grew sharper. At times, they even struggled to maneuver their bikes around corners. Still, they pressed forward, determined to see what lay ahead. Then, without warning, a man suddenly stepped out from one of the rooms, forcing them to stop. Before they could even react, he pulled out a knife and demanded everything they had.
Ô tio, ô, que é isso, irmão? Ixi, não tem dinheiro não.
Acho que tem. Mas quantas horas você no hospital, mano? Ah, então tô fumando cigarrinho aí, tio. Tem como não?
Não tem, né? Só nós veio aqui pra conhecer.
Ô louco, tio, dá um realzinho aí, tio. Você com esse botão aí, você não tem um real.
Você tem algum dinheiro aí, Renato?
Não tenho, não trouxe dinheiro não, mano.
Ô louco, tio, dá um real aí, tio.
Ixi, pior que não tem nada.
Ah, então o bagulho é o seguinte.
Não, ô, sai pra lá com esse negócio aí, mano. Ô.
The stranger moved toward them aggressively, holding the knife out as he tried to rob them. But Ronaldo's friend, riding just behind him, had already sensed how quickly the situation was spiraling. In seconds, he reached for his own weapon and, in an act of self-defense, ordered the man to stop and drop the knife.
Não, ô, sai pra lá com esse negócio aí, mano. Ô.
Oi, maluco. Calma aí, Mike, calma aí. Vai querer assaltar nosso parceiro? Qual que é, velho? A gente tá gravando um vídeo aqui, mano. E aí? Mas é assim que pede dinheiro, mano?
Você arrancou uma faca pra mim, cuzão?
Larga a faca aí, fazendo favor. Por que você tá na covardia? Por que tá na covardia, mano? Você quer dinheiro, você pede. Se a gente não tem, você vai querer roubar a gente? Você tá mais com quem aqui? Querer ligar pra polícia?
Não, deixa ele que se foda.
Caralho, você me deu um susto, viado. Pode continuar sua caminhada, mano. Pode continuar. Caralho, velho. Levei um susto, mano.
O cara brota do nada, mano. E essa faca aí que nós vai fazer?
Caralho, velho.
Sai andando, tio.
Caralho, mano. Tô tremendo, viado.
The mood shifted instantly. The attacker froze, realizing the explorers were armed. His confidence disappeared just as quickly as it had come. He stepped back, his voice softening, and slowly dropped the knife. The two explorers kept their distance, questioning him and warning that they could call the police. The man begged them not to. After a tense exchange, he apologized and quietly walked away, leaving them alone in the decaying hallway. Only then did the adrenaline begin to fade. The pair admitted that they were shaken, realizing how close the encounter had come to ending very differently. Still, they were grateful to be unharmed. Moments later, they made their way toward the exit on their motorcycles. This time, the ride was silent. No more laughter, no more exploring, just the echo of engines carrying them out of the building and away from the confrontation that could have turned deadly. In November of 2025, a YouTuber named Chris Hill uploaded a chilling video to his channel, Urbex. The footage showed him exploring an abandoned factory alone in a rough neighborhood of Cleveland, Ohio. Chris is known for documenting urban exploration across the United States, but this location would prove far more unsettling than most. As soon as he arrived, he noticed a couple of homeless individuals outside the building. Fortunately, they paid little attention to him. There was no confrontation, no threats. Chris quietly moved past them and slipped inside. Once indoors, he made his way down to the basement. The area was empty, silent, and uneventful. After a brief look around, he headed back upstairs toward the main warehouse. That's when he heard something strange. Voices, faint but unmistakable. It sounded like people talking somewhere in the building. Curious, he moved toward the noise, but as he got closer, he stumbled into a situation he hadn't expected at all.
It's weird.
After spotting the two individuals inside, Chris immediately backed off and hid behind a stack of crates. He stayed perfectly still, waiting for them to leave. Thankfully, they never noticed him, and after a while, they walked out of the building. Once the area seemed clear, Chris cautiously stepped out and checked the room where he had just last seen them. Inside, he found illegal substance and various items scattered around. It became obvious that the people he had seen were likely using them. Realizing how unpredictable that situation could become, Chris decided it was safer to leave, but before he did, he left a small amount of money behind. He later explained that he felt sympathy for the conditions they were living in. However, later that same night, he made a decision he would soon regret. He returned to the same factory to explore the areas he hadn't seen, and possibly check on the individuals if they were still inside.
Tons of shit left behind back here. A lot of noise back here too. Whoa, that looks crazy over there. Oh shit. Oh yeah, somebody's definitely sleeping in here. Look at that.
Inside one of the rooms, Chris spotted what looked like a makeshift bed. That alone suggested someone was living there. But moments later, he heard a loud bang echo from the end of the hallway. It was clear now, he wasn't alone in the building. Despite the uneasy feeling settling in, Chris didn't immediately leave. Instead, he decided to investigate the noise, slowly walking towards the sound.
The hell? There's a homeless person in there.
I'm good. It's too late in the night to deal with that shit. Yo, that is crazy. Yeah, there's back there. Yeah. I'm out. It's so dangerous doing this in the middle of Cleveland at night, especially alone.
As soon as he realized people were inside the room and that they were reacting to his light, Chris understood the risk he was taking. This wasn't just an empty building anymore. These were real people, possibly under the influence, and now fully aware of his presence. He didn't hesitate. Chris turned around and headed straight for the exit. He left the building without another incident. Later he explained that it was extremely late, he was alone, and after finding the illegal substance earlier, the situation felt far too unpredictable to push any further. In the end, walking away was the smartest decision he could have made. Sometimes the most terrifying part of an abandoned place is realizing it isn't abandoned at all. In August of 2025, a YouTuber named Thomas uploaded a video titled "The Day We Almost Died in an Abandoned School" to his channel TP Urbex. His content focused on urban exploration, documenting his visits to abandoned buildings and forgotten locations across North America. In this video, Thomas and a friend traveled to Gary, Indiana to explore an abandoned property known as Dunbar Middle School. From the moment they stepped inside, it was clear the building had been deteriorating for years. The walls were cracked and peeling, sections of the ceiling had collapsed, and dangerous materials like black mold and asbestos were visibly present throughout parts of the structure. But something didn't quite make sense. While much of the school was in severe despair, certain areas appeared strangely intact. Some rooms still had working power, and electronic devices remained functional. These sections looked maintained, as if someone had been there recently, or never truly left. Despite the unsettling contrast, the two continued their exploration. They carefully moved through the hallways, checking rooms and scanning their surroundings, alert for any signs that someone else might be inside. At first, everything remained quiet. No voices, no movement. Eventually, they entered one of the locker rooms. What they found inside was unexpected. The room was still filled with football equipment. Helmets, shoulder pads, and gear sat untouched, as though the team had simply vanished one day and never returned. But while they were examining the room, they suddenly heard something, and within moments, their exploration turned into a confrontation.
Helmets up here. This is one of the coolest locker rooms I've ever seen. I've never seen so much stuff left behind. You want to tell me? Yeah, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, it sounds like it. It's fine, don't run, bro. We're fine. Shit, bro. It's fine. Here. Go this way. Yo! Hello?
Man, just grab the property, man.
Oh, we're getting out of here right now. I'm sorry.
I'm the owner.
Okay, hey, we're getting out of here. We were just taking some pictures, bro.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We just saw a window.
Yo, Dre.
Hey! I'm sorry. Please. Bro, please, bro, please.
Chill out.
We'll leave right here. I'm so sorry, bro.
I'm doing no fair.
We were just taking some pictures, man.
Dre!
Please, I'm so sorry, sir.
I get it.
I'm so sorry.
Dre!
No, we weren't looking for anyone, man.
What am I telling you, bro?
I'm sorry.
Tell all y'all friends I'm coming here.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, for sure.
I'm the owner.
For sure, bro. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. No, they're staring at us, bro. Let's go. I don't care. I'm scared.
As they followed the noise, Thomas and his friends suddenly came face to face with the source. They weren't alone. Standing inside the building were several individuals, including the property owner himself. The confrontation escalated almost immediately. One of the men began moving toward them aggressively, gripping a metal pipe in his hand. The threat was unmistakable. His posture, his tone, and the weapon that he carried made it clear this situation could turn violent at any moment. Thomas and his friend immediately began apologizing, explaining they meant no harm. They told them they were only there taking photos and would leave right away. But the man with the pipe continued advancing, ignoring the pleas. For a moment, it seemed like the situation was about to spiral completely out of control. Fortunately, the property owner intervened, shouting at the man and ordering him to stand down. His voice cut through the tension, and slowly, the aggression began to fade. The explorers didn't hesitate. They backed away and exited the building as quickly as possible, putting distance between themselves and the individuals inside. They were shaken but unharmed. What started as a simple exploration had nearly turned into something far more dangerous.
I don't care, I'm scared. Bro, I'm actually so shook right now.
We almost got our ass booked in there, bro.
Bro, he was holding a f***ing metal rod. Dude, I thought he was gonna me, bro. I was begging for my life.
A YouTuber named Jared uploaded a disturbing video to his channel, Jared Coker Urbex, titled Exploring an Abandoned Former Sanitarium Hall. Jared's channel focuses on urban exploration, and he frequently documents his journeys through abandoned buildings and forgotten locations across the United States. In this particular video, Jared decided to explore an abandoned sanitarium located in Bloomington, Illinois. Before entering the building, he carefully walked around the property searching for a way inside. Like many urban explorers, Jared also wanted to make sure that there were no security guards or active surveillance cameras nearby that could lead to trouble. After looking around for several minutes, he didn't notice any signs of security. Eventually, he discovered an open window that appeared to provide access to the building. Once inside, Jared immediately came across something unusual. One of the first rooms he entered appeared to be filled with personal belongings and supplies, almost as if someone had been living there. The items suggested the room may have been used by a squatter or possibly a homeless individual. However, Jared wasn't completely certain whether someone was currently staying there or if the belongings had simply been abandoned long ago. Not wanting to disturb anything, he quietly moved on and began exploring the rest of the building. But as he continued walking through the long, empty hallways, he soon encountered something that immediately put him on edge.
Ew. I could feel that go through my shoe. Did you hear the squish that made too? Oh. Look at that. Old like hospital room, you can tell because of the bed lights. What was that? I can hear outside. Is that just road noise or a bird or what is that? Why is that like that? Alright, somewhere we gotta find some stairs too. And this room is still weird. I don't know what's going on here. That comes through so clearly even though it's all sealed up. I don't know why. This building has no right to be as creepy as it is, but it just is for some reason. Did you just hear that whistle? Yeah, I'm just totally not a fan of this stairwell. This stairwell just makes the worst sounds. It's probably because of the multiple layers of coverings combined with the shards of glass. I mean, just look at that. It sounds like yelling. The sounds coming out of that little stairwell are so eerie.
While exploring the building, Jared suddenly heard the sound of a whistle echoing somewhere inside the structure. At first, he didn't think much of it, but the more he listened, the more uneasy he became. For a moment, Jared wondered if the whistle might have been coming from a police officer or security guard outside the building attempting to alert him. Concerned he might have been spotted trespassing, Jared cautiously made his way back toward the broken window he had entered through. When he finally reached the opening, he carefully scanned the surrounding area to see if anyone was outside watching him. But after looking around for several moments, he didn't see anyone at all. Confused by what he had heard, Jared eventually convinced himself the sound had probably been caused by the wind passing through broken windows or gaps in the old structure. With that explanation in mind, he decided to continue exploring the building. However, he chose to avoid the section where he had first heard the whistle and instead moved toward another part of the abandoned sanitarium. But shortly after entering the new area, he began hearing strange noises once again.
Ooh, I was hoping that chair wouldn't break on me, but we're here. Getting out's especially going to be a pain. Well, what a pleasant surprise. We now get to explore a 2-for-1 when we thought we were only getting one. Man, it's kind of a maze. Is there someone there? that just wind? Again. Dude, there's no wind in here. So I don't know. It's like all around me though. I don't want to stay here too long now. Man, I don't know about this. Those noises sounded like so close. It sounded like people rustling around in the rooms all around me. But like on both sides of me. That was terrifying. But I don't see anyone or hear anything now. So again, it could have just been the wind like it was earlier.
As Jared continued moving through the building, the strange noises became more frequent. At different moments, he heard loud bangs and distant thuds echoing through the hallways. The sounds seemed to come from different directions, making it nearly impossible for him to determine where they were actually coming from. By this point, Jared wasn't sure if someone else was inside the building with him or if the sounds were simply the results of the wind shifting through aging structure. Curious but cautious, he decided to investigate further. Jared slowly made his way upstairs and began checking each room one by one, looking for any sign that another person might be inside. But despite carefully searching the upper floors, he didn't find anyone. Eventually, feeling uneasy about the situation, Jared decided it was best not to push his luck any further. He made his way out of the building and returned to his car without encountering anyone. At the time, it seemed like the strange noises had simply been another unsettling moment during an urban exploration. But about a year later, Jared would find himself in a far more dangerous situation during another abandoned building exploration.
I think I see a way in already. Well, you can already see the evidence of everyone being around here. This is just a bad time for this, but... Alright, this one was a campsite. The random benches, though. Wonder what that was for. This is simultaneously one of our best and worst Detroit videos at the same time thus far. Back to frantically trying to find a way out of this maze. Let's see if I can do it. That's nothing, because that's just the courtyard again. But we're in the right area. It was right back around this corner. Oh, sorry. There was a guy sitting in that room. Like, get out of here. Which window was it? Oh, I see my car. We just gotta go around that corner over there. Was he there the whole time? I was in here, he could have been. Anyway. Very abridged video. Sorry about that, but I've had enough of this and I'm getting out of here. Man, that was really something else, people. I didn't like that though. I was really not a big fan of that one.
While exploring the building during his later trip, Jared suddenly noticed something that immediately sent him into panic. Inside one of the rooms, a man was sitting quietly in the darkness. Startled by the unexpected encounter, Jared quickly apologized and backed away from the doorway before putting as much distance between himself and the man as possible. The individual, who was likely homeless, didn't appear to react aggressively and seemed more focused on minding his own business. Even so, Jared wasn't willing to take any chances. He quickly located the nearest exit, climbed out through the window, and made his way back to his car as fast as possible. Later, reflecting on the encounter, Jared admitted he was extremely fortunate the situation didn't turn violent. Had the man reacted differently, the outcome of that exploration could have been far worse. For urban explorers, abandoned buildings can be fascinating places filled with forgotten history. But as this experience shows, sometimes the most dangerous thing inside an abandoned building isn't the building itself, it's the people who may already be living there.
What? Be careful. There's someone there. Someone there. Just like, see who it is. It might be, he might need help. Hello? Who? Hello? What? Go!
In April of 2022, a YouTuber named Tom uploaded a rather disturbing video titled "Chased by a Man Inside an Abandoned Hospital" on his channel Exploring with Tom. His channel focuses on urban exploration, where he often shares footage of eerie and unsettling encounters in abandoned places across the UK. In this video, Tom and his 3 friends chose to explore the abandoned Ridgely Hospital located in Lancaster. For those unfamiliar, Ridgely was one of the first psychiatric facilities in the UK, pioneering therapies such as electroconvulsive treatment and other early methods for mental health care. It operated for nearly a century before shutting down in 2013. Tom and his friends entered the site in the middle of the night. From the start, they were loud and distracted. Hardly the wisest approach when creeping through a decaying asylum. But soon the mood shifted. While joking around, they suddenly heard a noise coming from one of the darkened rooms. That's when things took a very disturbing turn.
Don't get me your mouth out. Don't f***ing run.
No, do you reckon anybody's here, genuinely?
I say,
Is anyone here? Can you make a bang for us?
What the f***?
That's something getting thrown.
Man, this is insane. Going
I swear something's been thrown. I swear I seen out the corner of my eye.
No, I'm going home.
We appreciate it.
Was that something in? Do you know that bang again?
You said, man, this is insane. We've never had this.
Hey, ask her to do it again.
Something moving at the other end.
That's a no. Hello? I'm going home.
I'm gonna start crying, you know, I swear. I'm gonna start crying.
Come on, do it again.
No, I don't like it. No,
I'm not scared of you.
legs are shaking.
Oh yeah,
well I am scared of you.
I think someone is here now, to be honest with you.
The group began nervously calling out into the darkness, asking if anyone was inside. Their laughter gave way to genuine fear as more loud crashes echoed through the asylum halls. Convinced someone was nearby, they pressed deeper to investigate.
Right, Dan, go up on this part, let's investigate more, see what we can get.
Right.
Right, man. Oh, no. What? What the fuck is that? Turn your lights off, turn your lights off. Holy sh**. Yo! What the f***? Someone's here, someone's here, someone's here. Who the f*** is that? Someone's here.
Who did the skirt?
What? Be careful, be careful. There's someone there. Someone there. She's like, let's see what it is. It might be, he might need help. Hello? Who? Hello? What? Go! 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 Yo! Come! Yo! Man, hurry up! Hurry up! Man! What the f***? Hurry up, Tom! Don't! Hurry up! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Slam the door! Hurry up! Hurry up! He's coming! What do you want? Go, 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 go! Lock the doors!
Wait a second.
What?
Lock the doors.
No, we can't wait. Lock the f***ing doors. What the f***? He's right there. He's right there. What the f***?
As soon as one of Tom's friends shouted out, a man's scream erupted from inside the room. Panic set in. The 4 explorers bolted, racing through the asylum corridors with the sound of footsteps pursuing them. The mysterious man didn't stop at scaring them off. He chased them all the way back to their car. To this day, it remains unknown who he was or what his intentions might have been. Some believe he was a squatter who didn't appreciate being disturbed. Others suggest something far more sinister. Fortunately, Tom and his friends managed to escape unharmed, but the Ridgely Hospital, already infamous for its unsettling past, added another terrifying encounter to its dark history that night. So I have to ask, if you become convinced that someone is hiding in an abandoned building, would you seek them out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In October of 2024, a British YouTuber named Ben uploaded a chilling video to his channel, Adventure Outdoors. Ben is known for exploring remote locations across the UK, documenting abandoned structures and isolated shelters most people would never dare to visit. In this particular video, Ben and his friend Martin set out on an overnight trip into Scotland's southern uplands, with the goal of spending the night inside an old bothy. A bothy, for those unfamiliar, is a small basic shelter left unlocked for hikers and travelers. No electricity, no staff, just a quiet refuge in the middle of nowhere. But some of those places aren't as empty as they seem. As the two made their way through the mountains, the weather quickly began to turn, the wind picked up, the sky darkened, and it became clear a storm was moving in. Just before it hit, they reached the bothy. Once inside, they explored the building, moving from room to room, showing what little remained inside. At one point, they noticed certain items seemed slightly out of place, but they brushed it off. As night fell, the storm intensified outside. The wind howled against the walls as they settled in, eating dinner and flipping through an old logbook left behind by the previous visitors. And that's when everything changed.
Wind is really, really blowing out there now. The storm's in full swing.
Found the bothy book. So this is popular, quite a popular bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. Well done, absolutely spotless. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. I'm out. Whoa. I'm out of here. No.
Right, you can't see us here, but we just ran out of this room there. That was totally weird. The door just started to move on its own, and then it just pretty much slammed shut. I mean, Marty's out there.
I don't really want to come back in.
He's in bits. That was just the weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Without warning, the door began to move on its own, and just as they approached it, it slammed shut. The two men immediately ran, shaken by what they had just witnessed. But outside, the storm was now in full force. Leaving wasn't an option. They were trapped. Reluctantly, they returned inside, trying to steady themselves, trying to convince themselves there had been a logical explanation. Maybe the wind, maybe pressure from the storm, anything but what it felt like. But as they attempted to make sense of it, something else began to happen.
We didn't bring out. I'd go out. If I had my tent, I'd go outside in that now.
Yeah, that wasn't good at all. That was it.
It was when we were reading that book as well. It's a bit. I'm gonna put that book away. I'm not gonna read anymore. Sorry, whoever, if I disturbed.
Well, folks, it's probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the we're trying to like rationalise it. So we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so
I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no it's the only rational explanation, even though I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? I'm honest. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
This can't be right.
I'm not. It's black in here as well. I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there, and it just started to move, which is.
No way, I'm not even, no.
It's bonkers.
I'm not having any part of this.
That is moving.
Jesus Christ.
It is moving, that chair is moving.
Just leave it. Come out there.
Oh, Christ.
Right in front of them, a chair began to move, not slightly, not from the wind, but directly toward them. And when they stepped closer, it moved again. At that point, there was no explaining it away. No blaming the storm, no convincing themselves it was nothing. With no tent and nowhere else to go, they had no choice but to stay inside that bothy and hope whatever was there would leave them alone. For the rest of the night, nothing else happened. Eventually, exhaustion overtook fear, and they managed to sleep. By morning, the storm had passed, and they left the bothy behind. But to this day, no one can explain what caused the door to slam or the chair to move on its own, and whether what they experienced that night was truly paranormal or something else entirely. It is a mystery left unsolved. These are two paranormal investigators named Josh and Crystal, who in March of 2025 uploaded a chilling video to their TikTok account. In the video, the pair traveled to the infamous Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California, widely considered one of the most haunted hotels in America. Built in 1888, the hotel has hosted celebrities, politicians, and guests from all over the world, but behind its beauty is a much darker reputation. Over the years, both staff and visitors have reported strange activity, including moving objects, flickering lights, lights and the sound of children laughing in the empty hallways. One of the most well-known legends tied to the hotel is that of Kate Morgan, a guest who died under mysterious circumstances in 1892. To this day, many believe her spirit still lingers, particularly near the beach and inside the very room she once stayed in. Despite these stories, Josh and Crystal decided to spend the night inside the hotel, documenting whatever they might encounter. It started off quietly, but as they settled into their room, they noticed something strange, a shadow, near the door, and that's when they decided to try and communicate with it. However, what happened next was far more disturbing than either of them had expected.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy? It's okay. Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. You see a movie? See a movie?
Oh.
It's okay.
No, wait. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight, look straight towards me. No, turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
As Crystal tried to communicate with the shadow, she briefly turned her attention away, and in that moment, something appeared. A dark figure, small in size, rushed out from the room and disappeared through the doorway. What makes this even more unsettling is that moment before, Crystal had asked if it was a little boy. She even reached out, reassuring it, telling it to come closer, and then something did.
Are you a little boy? It's okay.
No, wait. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight, look straight towards me. No, turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
If what they captured truly was the shadow of a child, then this could be one of the most compelling pieces of paranormal footage ever recorded inside the hotel. But to this day, there has been no confirmation, no explanation, and no follow-up, which leaves one question. Was this truly evidence of something paranormal, or just a trick of the light and the mind? Ultimately, that decision is yours.
And that wraps up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so we can keep bringing you more creepy, bizarre, and haunting tales. Check out the links below to dive deeper. And if you have your own creepy encounter, tell us in the comments. We might feature it in a future video. Until next time, sleep tight.